Imagine this. You build a perfect Excel report. Everything works fine. And then someone enters Mumbay instead of Mumbai. Mumbai instead of Mumbai. Okay. Or maybe electronics instead of electronics. Okay. And suddenly your formulas break because of these typos, right? This is a data control problem. And this is where the data validation becomes a critical. We will continue with this particular data headers. Okay, I'll just copy this data first and keep it over here. Suppose this is the data set where I'm keeping this analysis same. I'll just copy few entries from here, keep it in next sheet like this. Okay, so this is the overall entries for me. Right? This data set is now being used like a real business file, and multiple users may interact with it. Suppose this is the change. Okay, I do it like this. You see the typo, right? Because we don't know how many users will interact this particular spreadsheet when we share this with a user, and there can be a scenario misspell it, right? So here, suppose a this kind of electronics items, and then they are typing like electronics, something like that. Okay, so it's a time consuming task to check each cell one by one and identify where is the gap and then resolve that particular issue. So now what happens? Some ifs becomes inaccurate when we have this kind of issues. Pivot results change. Analysis become unreliable. This is how the errors enters in real system of Excel. Okay. First, we will define a allowed values. Okay. So let me just create a list for you. Okay, first, what I will do, I'll just copy this and keep it over here. Cool. Copy and paste this values over here, right? And data and click on this option, remove duplicate and keep it this distinct value, okay, which are not really repeated, right? And I'll clean this mess, which is not really required over here. Good. So once we clean this, what we need to select at the top, okay, go here in data option. If in case your cursor is here, no need to worry, simply click on this option data. And then in the data tools here, there is an option called data validation. Simply click on this option, click here list. Okay, so allowed validation criteria here is a list. Simply select that and source would be this your selection and simply hit a OK button. Now users can't directly type that, right? So if they do it, they will get a error like this. However, wherever data validation is not there, they will able to change it like this. Okay. So if I say chairs like this, so I can change this. But data validation we have only applied here, right? So they can't change here. Let's apply the logic here in the cells, right? So I'll just go here and click on this option data validation. Here will apply a minimum would be okay. So suppose 1,000 rupees of the 10,000 rupees for me, and here maximum would be this many, right? So this many amount I have applied over here. To make this more stricter, right? We can click on this option error alert, and you can check these options, right? This information will show to the user if in case they want to add a proper value there, right? I'll just say please update value. Value should be greater than 10,000, right? So this is the informative message I have applied over here. That's what the style I have used over here. Here, input message. In input message, what I'm going to do, I'll just say, please select appropriate value. Okay, please take value. Please update correct value. Okay, just delete this. Okay button. Good. You see, please update the correct value. This is the power message I got. And if I type anything right here, and I get a this kind of an error over here, and hit a enter button. it will accept. If I type it like this, it will get accepted because we have added the criteria accordingly. Cool. This improves user experience, guides user before any errors happen. Tell companies data validation prevents reporting errors, ensures consistency across a teams, protect dashboards from breaking. This is not a optional. This is a safeguard practice. Now your data is clean, structured, and protected. But what if you want to users to interact with your report dynamically, like filtering entire dashboard with one click? That's where the next final trick becomes a more powerful.